Hello, this is Jack from tofluency.com and I am on the beach. In this English lesson I'm going to tell a couple of stories about the time my family and I went to the beach. Before I tell you a couple of stories, I want to get a little bit of admin out of the way, a little bit of preposition confusion. The confusion is that when you're talking about being at the beach, normally you say at, and when you say at, what you're saying is like in general, I'm at the beach. But if you do some kind of activity, like for example play football, or a lazy activity like sunbathing, then you would say we're playing football on the beach. I'm walking on the beach. But let's not take all this time to talk about prepositions, because I want to talk about the time when I found some money when I was on vacation on the beach. So I think I was about 8 years old, and we had just arrived to a place called Poole in Dorset, and I wanted to go look for crabs. So I wanted to find some crabs, and I found this little pool of water. As soon as we got there, I saw this pool of water. So I took my spade and I started to dig, tried to look for these crabs, and I saw something straight away. So I just went with my spade, put it on my spade and took a look at it. And I remember exactly what I said. I looked to my mum and said, I found a wallet with money in it. So my mum took the wallet, had a look at it, and she was getting excited because there's a lot of money in there. I think about £380, and that was back in 1990 something. It's quite a lot of money. So we found this wallet and we did the right thing. We took the wallet to the police station. So then the policeman went through the book of everything that was lost and found, and he couldn't find it. And my mum actually spotted it. She said, I think it's that. So the guy got his wallet back. He was so grateful, and he actually sent me a cheque for £15, and I used that cheque to buy, I can't remember the computer game, World of Soccer, I think. It was a soccer computer game. Anyway, I was super happy with that, to be able to get that game, because it's a game that everyone else had at that time. Another thing I remember about going to the beach as a kid is the fact that my sister would go in the ocean, come out, and then just roll around in the sand. And I never understood why she did this, why she wanted to be covered in sand, because I hated sand as a kid. You know, I'd like going to the beach, but when it was time to go home, I wanted to rinse it all off. I wanted to ensure that I didn't have any sand on me. But for whatever reason, she just really enjoyed doing that. Anyway, I feel so fortunate to be able to spend this time at the beach. It's been a great break. Still got one more day left, and this afternoon and evening. And I'm just gonna take advantage of it, rest up a little bit, and then be back next week with another episode of the Fluency Show. So please have a look at the description, because I'm going to leave some of the words and phrases I use in this video. This will give you great listening practice, and I also want you to learn something from it, especially, you know, in terms of English. So take a look at the description. If you have any questions about prepositions on or at the beach, super confusing. English is hard, I understand this now. But if you have any questions at all, please let me know. Thank you for watching. And if you don't have it yet, download my book, The 5-Step Plan for English Fluency. I'll leave a link just over here. Bye for now.